Hello, hello, hello. This is your boy Irony Boxing coming through with my 29th live. We are going to about this thing boxing, okay? Um, so we're gonna do a bit of a different show, okay? We're gonna start first of all, first and foremost. God bless one of you. I hope you're all having a great day, afternoon, evening, whatever the case may be. Um, and we are going to first address the what happened on Saturday between Joseph Parker and Fabio Wardley. We're going to address specifically the stoppage. A lot of people are saying it was premature. I don't necessarily see it that way, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Okay, so we're going to address the elefante in the room. Okay, that elephant being the stoppage by Howard Foster, the referee, on the Fabio Wardley versus Joseph Parker fight, which was the main event. Okay, that was over 5 minutes. If I'm not mistaken, that took place in London, England, the O2 Arena. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, I called the fight on Saturday, of course. Um, okay, so without further ado, let's take a look at it. Because what I thought, first and foremost, going to the 11th round, I had the fight 5-5. Okay, just want to make that clear. Going into the 11th round, I had the fight scored 5-5. Now, granted, there was a ton of swing rounds in that fight. There were a lot of rounds where not a lot was going on. Okay, and Parker came with a flurry with a minute to go or half a minute to go, to quote unquote steal the round. Fabio Wardley had his moments, specifically round two, I remember. But yes, so I saw the Ariel Hawani interview with Joseph Parker. Ariel Hawani saying he thought he got robbed, saying that he was winning every second of that fight, which is not true at all. Uh, you know, from my perspective, if somebody had Parker winning, I wouldn't be mad at it. I thought it was close as hell. I actually said several times during my live commentary that I thought it was headed to a draw if it stayed the course, right? I could see a draw happening, and them having to run it back. So it was that close from my perspective. Okay, but okay, let's. Um, what was it? There we go. Hold on. I wanted to take it to the. No, that's not it. Yes, there we go. There we go. Okay. I wanted to take it to the 10th round because right at the end of the 10th round, something very important happened. Um, okay. That I want to address. Share my screen here. Entire screen. Share. Okay. Let's look at this together, shall we? Let's look at this together. Let's look at this together, shall we? Let's look at this together. See if the audios work. Look at this together, shall we? Right now. Let's look at this. Okay. Together. See if the audios. The audio is good. So let's go ahead and watch this, shall we? Oh, there I am. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. By the way, let me put the. Hang on a second. Let me put the no copyright infringement uh, here. Okay, this is the disclaimer. Okay, all credit goes to the zone boxing. Okay, I want to be very clear. Matter of fact, Let me put the banner there. There it is. Okay. Okay. Now share screen. I'll take just a second to double check on my YouTube if it's. I mean, the audio is not that important, right? But I mean, I would like to hear it. You know. Okay. Reaction. Let's see. Put the. Oh man, 1 second. Okay. Disclaimer. 1 second. Okay, the audio is good, so let's get to it, shall we? Um, Here is what's leading up to the stoppage. Now, pay attention here, round 10, because this is, in my opinion, the beginning of the end, okay? Watch for the right uppercut. That shot right there. Look at Parker's reaction. Now, this is round 10. The stoppage came round 11, okay?
And now it's Wardley who has Parker rocking and rolling. Oh my word, this is sensational. That's going to come and save Joe Parker.
I literally said at the end of that round, saved by the bell. I said that. Okay? Now let me show the punch in slow motion. Okay? I'm going to address the stoppage in a second, guys. I just wanted you to see the perfect shot that Fabio Wardley hits Joseph Parker with. It's a 4. It's an uppercut, okay? Off of a jab that Parker throws him. Pay attention. It's coming right now. Woo! That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Slit the jab. Wham! Came under it with a beautiful 4 uppercut. Okay? In that sequence right there, guys, Fabio Wardley throws 22 shots. Now, granted, he probably missed like 80% of those, but Parker only threw 1. That's how that, in my opinion, that's how hurt Parker was at the end of round 10. And I don't think he ever really recovered from that from that shot. But that's just me, though. Now, pay attention here. Here's where the stoppage comes and all the controversy and everything else.
Too late to worry about that.
Caught him right in the chin there. I think it was the end of the shot, but nevertheless.
This could be cards for Joe Parker. He swings the left hand, the ball is all over him. Parker's in danger of being stopped here. Will the 11th round? It's all Fabio Wardley. This is the opportunity of his life. He's got a hold. He's got to grab hold of Fabio Wardley. Wardley's going to slow down here.
Now, here's my question. Right there. Now, it's easy for me to say, sitting my ass on my chair here, obviously, but here's my question. Right there, you can hold him. Like, in that turnaround, well, hang on a second. I could be wrong. 1 second. See, right there, you can hold him. That's a lot of unanswered shots. Now, Fabio ain't scoring with every single shot that he's throwing. I'll give you that, okay? But those are all unanswered shots. The referee seeing that. On top of that, he saw what happened at the end of the 10th round. Okay?
Slow down here. Pick your shots. You've got to do it here. Nothing back from Parker. Howard Foss is going to step in any second. He gets 1 hook off. But Wardley now.
It's hard to say, man. Very hard to say, in my opinion. I mean, it's. I don't hard to say, fellas. It's hard to say. Now, Parker said a couple of things in the Ariel Hawani interview. Give me 1 second, okay? I will be right back. Poi, Paolo, noi. Okay, we are back. Sorry about that. Um, so yeah, like I was saying, I mean, why don't we look at it again? Why don't we look at it again? Yeah, I would like to look at that one again. Just a second. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's look at it again, shall we? Again, all credit, all everything goes to the zone boxing. Okay. Um, let's see it. Let's see it again.
Too late to worry about that. Oh, from Wardley. And this could be curtains for Joe Parker. He swings a left hand, but Wardley.
There's no doubt that he is pretty badly hurt. Okay. There's no doubt about that.
Parker's in danger of being stopped here from the 11th round. It's all Fabio Wardley. opportunity of his life.
He's got a hold, he's got to grab hold of Fabio Wardley.
Wardley's going to slow down here. Take your shots, you've got to do it here.
Nothing back from Parker. Howard Foss is going to step in any second. He gets one hook off. But Wardley.
He tried to hold him there, but it doesn't seem like he had the strength to. He was too fatigued, I think, more than anything. Parker is. Yeah, you can see right there it was like that. But man, like he threw like 20 unanswered. Let me count how many unanswered shots that is. Ever since he hits them with the right hand. Okay, let's see that. Now, granted, a bunch of those missed. Okay, I'll give you that one. A bunch of those missed. I'm counting every shot, but also I'm telling you he missed at least 75% of those. Okay.
Too late to worry about that. He swings a left hand.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26,
Wardley's going to slow down here.
27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32,
Foss is
33.
going to step in any second. He gets one hook off. But Wardley now.
So, fellas, the whole sequence has at least 35 punches thrown and or landed by Fabio Wardley as opposed to 2 by Joe Parker. I mean, because I don't think the stoppage was good. Okay, I would give him a. I saw some people say it at different panels that I agree with. I would have given him a standing 8 count. I think that would be more fair, for Parker in that situation. Instead of just stopping it because he wasn't. Granted, he was hurt. He was very close to, but he was never down in the fight. There was no knockdown in the fight either way. So man, it sucks. It sucks. Now I was speaking earlier at a different panel saying, what do we do? What do we do with Fabio? What do we do with Parker? Right? Like, do we get the Usyk fight for Fabio? Do we get Moses Atama? Do we get Caballel? Okay, Ajit Caballel. Ajit is legit, like my brother Dr. Boxing Talk always says. Or do we run it back? Do we do rematch? Because Parker said in that Ariel Helwani interview that he would do the rematch, and he doesn't mind fighting in the UK again. He did say also that he thought the stoppage was premature. Ariel Helwani asked him if he had a chance to speak with the referee, and he said no. He got a chance to speak to him. So, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a. Okay, how should I put this? I've seen way worse stoppages. Obviously, Barroso versus Rolly Romero come to mind right away. But I can't say that that's. To me, the Carl Froch versus George Groves 1 stoppage was a little controversial. This was the same referee, I believe. Okay. But I don't think it's fair to start saying, Parker's fighting in the UK, Fabio Wardley's from the UK, that whole thing, I don't think it's fair to do that at all. At all, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't think so. I can see them doing something Mickey for Moses Atama, though. I can see that, but for Fabio Wardley, I don't know. I don't believe so. I have a very hard time believing that, to be honest with you. Um, So I'm on the fence. I'm not gonna lie. I'm on the fence because on one end the ref should have done something, and by something I mean the standing eight count. You know, but that was a lot of unanswered punches, and Fabio. Some of those connected, bro. Now at the time of the stoppage, and Ariel Hawani did mention this. Okay, Ariel Hawani mentioned that at the time of the stoppage, those were missed punches. He threw three punches. He missed two of those. Okay, I'll give you that one. But he hit him with at least 35 shots, and Parker only threw two in the whole sequence. That's my problem. Okay. Um, yeah, it didn't look good. And you got to take into account that the referee saw you essentially get saved by the bell at the end of round 10. So the ref is keeping an eye on you because Parker had his moments and everything. He definitely did, okay? Like I mentioned before, after round 10, I had it 5-5. So it was a very close fight. And if that stoppage, one thing that I don't like that people are saying is that if that stoppage wouldn't have happened, that Parker was winning the fight. I'm not sure because that was obviously a Fabio Wardley round. Okay, that was obviously a Fabio Wardley round. Okay, now whether you do if you do a standing eight count, I think that's 2 point. That I think that's 10-8, right? So I mean, it wasn't like Parker was ahead 7-3 or something like that. Okay, I don't see that now. Yes, I did mention throughout my live commentary on Saturday. Listen, if you have it for Parker, if you have it for Wardley, I'm not mad at you. But I had it dead even after round 10. So it's not like Fabio Wardley was getting his ass whooped and Parker was ahead 8-2 or 9-1, and they just pulled something out of their asses, to rob Parker of a otherwise been a victory for him. Okay, actually, that's more of a case for Justice Hooley. Okay, even though he didn't protest anything, he went down. The ref waved it off in like 2 seconds, and that's it. And he was laughing and everything. So I was like, okay, bro. So I guess you were hurt for real. So. Um, Nah, I can't really go with all this whole thing of UK. Parker's not from the UK. Fabio Wardley is. I mean that's true, but nah, it was a very even fight from my eyes. You know, very even fight from my eyes. So, um, to be honest with you, unless Usyk is on the table, which you cannot say no to Alexander Usyk, obviously. But unless Usyk is on the table, I mean, I guess you can throw in Caballel in the mix. Obviously, he deserves a whole hell of a lot, of course. But to me, the best thing to do is to run it back. The best thing to do here is to do the rematch, in my opinion. Now, I'll conclude with that. My conclusion of this whole thing. What about the stoppage? Should they have stopped the fight? Probably not, but he should have gotten a standing eight count at the very least. It's not like nothing was happening, guys. Like Parker was pretty much getting his ass handed to him. And listen, last weekend was a stinker for me because I had Tom Aspinall. We all know how that went down, and I had Parker by late stoppage, and the late stoppage came the other way around. um, but I don't know. I guess I guess we shall see. I will say that we shall see. The fairest thing to me is to do the rematch. Now, if there is no rematch, okay, if this is a big ass if, okay, if there's no rematch, what do we do with Parker, right? I already said that Fabio Wardley, if unless Usyk's on the table, send in Caballel or Moses Itama. I can see a fight against McCauley. I can see a fight against Efea Jagger as well. Who else might be in the mix? Hergovic. I prefer to see Moses Itama versus Hergovic personally. Um, Deontay Wilder. Now, I would rather see Deontay if he's gonna fight again, which everything points that he will, right? He should probably go after Ngannou. Francis Ngannou. So what do we do with Parker if there is no rematch on the table with Fabio because whatever presented itself and it happens, right? What do we do with Parker? I think he should fight either Arslanbek Makhmudov. I know that Makhmudov wants AJ. I don't know how possible that is. I think they were talking about AJ versus Makoli over in Africa. I think that was they were talking about it. We'll see how that whole thing pans out. You know. Let's see some boxing news here. See what we got. My boy Giorgio Vicioli, obviously Italian but representing the UK, versus Joe Haworth, lightweight eliminator, tops match from December 17th. So that's the Monaco one. Uh, I think that's the one that they're gonna do in Monaco, in Monte Carlo, right? The December 17th show. Let's see. And the okay. Finally, this is my chance to show how good I am. I believe I'm every bit as good as him. I want to prove I'm a world class prospect, he said on the matchup. Him meaning Giorgio Vicioli. Um, he outclassed James Wilkins on his US debut. This was on the Boots versus Lima undercard. Okay. Um, in the evening's co-main event, John Hedges will defend his English cruiserweight title with a deceptively tricky task in savvy veteran Ellis Soro. Okay, Ellis Soro coming out of that Opataya nasty knockout loss. Hedges will make his second appearance of the year, but his first title defense, and looks to produce a winning display in honor of his late head coach Ricky Hatton. Wow, God bless Ricky Hatton. There's only one Ricky Hatton. Hell yeah. Roy Jones Jr. says Canelo should pursue title 160, not Canelo rematch. Preach, bro, preach. Subriel Matias versus Dalton Smith is going to be at Brooklyn's Barclays Center. Oh boy, that's going to be fire. First pressers in about 2 weeks' time. Okay, what else we got? Seiya Tsutsumi versus Nonito Donaire, the Filipino Flash, man. How about it, man? Real life living legend right there. Seiya Tsutsumi versus Nonito Donaire leads Japanese world title triple header on December 17th. Is that the one with Inoue and Nakatani? Taken the ring understand taken promotions will put on a triple header in Tokyo, Japan, December 17th. Utsumi, okay. Donaire 43-8 with 28 KOs. Okay. Oh, for sure, Hall of Fame career. He holds wins over the likes of Victor Chinian, which he stopped in 5, and Fernando Montiel stopped in 2, and Toshiaki Nishioka, bro, what a fighter that was. Stopped in round 9. Um, what's up, Oscar? Come on, let's talk about it. Why is here fraud? Let me put on the link. Go ahead and pull up, my brother. There's the link. Why is Parker fraud? He did say in the Ariel Hawani interview, not for nothing, that he knows that he underperformed, though. So it's not like he's giving himself an out with that stoppage or anything. And I don't think it was such a bad stoppage, fellas. I don't think it was. This is just me, you know. Parker check completed, says Oscar Perez. Que Dios te bendiga, my brother. That's my brother from Mexico right there. Um, oh, yeah, the news. Yeah, Tsutsumi versus Donaire, bro. How about it, huh? Let's see. Ooh, look at that. WBO flyweight champion Anthony Princess Alasquaga will look to defend his title against Asian Pacific regional belt holder Yukiya Limura. Alasquaga 10-1 with 7 KOs. Coming up beating my boy Juan Manuel Camacho. It's just very one-sided fight. Yeah, Juan Carlos Camacho. I'm sorry, Juan Carlos Camacho. Stopped me in 2, bro. A month and a half ago. Um, What's the other one? Takami. Okay, in the evening's co-feature, WBA Junior Flyweight titleist Kiyosuke Takami will face WBO counterpart Rene Santiago in a two-belt unification, baby. Takami 10-0, 8 KOs. Rings number 2 rated operator of 108 pounds. 108 pounds, that's junior flyweight. Good amateur before turning pros, okay. Um, okay, Santiago. Rene Santiago is 14-4 with 9 KOs. Okay. You think so, Oscar? Nice, but very beatable. Okay. Okay, I think he's the truth, though, but we'll see. We'll see. I only saw his fight against Camacho, so I don't have a big barometer to measure him by. Who do you think will get his number? What do you think? Please hit the subscribe, the like, everything else, all that good stuff. Um, this is a nice card, man. Low key, it's a nice card. You know, a triple header, all title fights. Um, Los Angeles native received a late notice call after only 5 fights to step into a world title fights against the ring WBA and WBC 108 title holder Kenshiro Teraji, but fell short with a 9-round stoppage loss. All right, we'll see, man. I love it. I love it. December is going to be fire. People talk about November, rightfully so, but December is going to be fire. Eddie Hearn hopes WBA honors Gia sub spot as Romero's mandatory challenger. Me too, man. I hope they honor Shakran Giasov mandatory spot, man. I think they will, though. I think they got no choice. But, he's been waiting a long time, so we expect WBA to honor that position. We expect Shakran Giasov to fight for the WBA world title again, most likely in very early 2026. Okay. I also hope that. In the company, man, forever, bro. Taking step aside money. Oh yes, Grand Prix finals on December. Yes, sir. Thank you for the reminder. Yes, sir. Let me pin that link. If anybody wants to jump in, feel free. If you only can do it for 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever minute, it's all good. The link is pinned. I feel choppy today. I feel choppy. I feel like chopping it up. Or chopping me up, I don't know, something like that. So yeah, hopefully that happens. I know Rolly, I know you want that Pacquiao money, buddy. I know you want, so would I. But what's right is right, bro. Get you a title defense. Now the Pacquiao fight seems even, you can even hold more weight as a champion, in my opinion. And I'm hearing Pacquiao Mayweather 2 is probably coming for 2026. So not for nothing, I always said that's the one fight that I think makes sense for Pacquiao, because stop messing around with these young kids, bro. One of them is gonna get you. It's bound to happen. And of course, Ajit Caballel, yes, he called out Daniel Dubois. How about it, huh? How about it? Now, somebody at a panel earlier, we were discussing this, telling me that they would like to see Parker versus Dubois. You remember that was the fight that was going to happen in that Riyadh card that had Kid Austin pull out versus Shakur Stevenson, and Josh Bradley came in, and Dubois pulled out against Parker, and Bakoli came in and literally like a day's notice. Um, I don't know. Dubois versus Parker looks, to me, it seems like it makes a whole hell of a lot of sense to me. Now, what makes more sense to me is Parker versus Wardley 2. However, we'll see what happens with Wardley. I'm sure he's going to have a lot of options on the table. Okay? Not necessarily Uzi, but Caballel might be on the table. Bakoli might be on the table. Ajagba might be on the table. And Moses Itama could be on the table as well. So we shall see. And not for nothing, Dubois might be on the table too, or maybe even AJ, So we'll see, man. We'll see. Parker versus Dubois, I would love to see it, man. Let's. Both of them are coming off of losses. Let's see it, man. Let's see. Let's have Dubois versus Parker. If that's not on the table, then let's say Dubois decides to fight Caballel, Shawalaya in the building, beloved sister. How are you today? Irony blessings, fam. Blessings to you right back, Shawa. Always great to see you. You already know. Um, welcome. Um, so yeah, I mean, so I'm glad you're here. So what do you think, Shawa? What do you think? I think the best thing to do. Yes, yes, the Wavers Caballel is the word on the street. Yep, I love it. I love it. I really love it. I would favor Caballel in that fight personally. I think Caballel stops him to the body. You know, um, but I think Parker and Wardley should happen again. I think it should happen again personally. Everyone, I love it. Mm, I mean, I have said that I think Caballel gives Usyk the most problems. Man, I don't know. I think we'll see. Because here's what's funny, Shawa. People are giving Parker crap. Yeah, okay. I was okay. You went live today? Oh shit, I missed you. I'm sorry. Um, Let me check the notifications. I didn't think I see. Well, I was busy as hell. But okay, so we were talking. Yeah, run it back. Run it back. It's fair. You know, I don't think Parker was winning the fight when the stoppage happened. I said on my live commentary, I was scoring it a bunch of swing rounds in there. But the okay, absolutely. By all means, go ahead and pull up. Let me put. I think I pinned it, but let me see. Let's see here. Let me put the link for my sister Shawa, and let's shut it up. Shawa's in the house. Welcome, my beloved sister. Fire away.
Howdy. Hey, yeah, I just saw the link and I was like, I can just talk about this, right? I've been praying forever. um, I don't know which one do you want me to talk about because everything you were saying as I came in was like, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no, I guess we can start with. So we're in agreement, right, that Parker and Wardley two should happen next.
I'm not
So
opposed to it at all. Although I think Parker really blew it, but I'm not. I wouldn't be mad at a rematch.
I
But
agree,
really,
Parker
it
did
would be
blue it.
giving him a true chance again, and I don't know that most people would agree he deserved that.
Um, because I'm trying to. Here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to cover every possible scenario, right? I'm trying to see, okay, what happens if Wardley gets a better. Let's say Usyk is on the table, but even if Usyk is not on the table, let's say that he gets Moses next or something like that, and he decides to go that route. What do we do with Parker then?
Yeah, that's the question of the hour. The gentleman I was just talking to is saying he thinks Parker should just become an effective gatekeeper, and I'm like, why not make Atoma fight Parker?
Itama versus Parker? Hmm.
Yeah, because the gentleman felt like Atoma he's already gotten through the gates, and I'm like, that's not fair. Not fighting Billy and Whitey did, not for me. And I was like, and I really don't like the thought of Parker as a gatekeeper just yet. I really don't. Although I'm still kind of upset with him. I feel like I have no idea what made him think coming in overweight. Oh, or a weight that he usually fights at. 240 would have been great, but
You
I
know
just
what?
think they made a mistake, man.
You know what? I haven't even addressed that. Because when I was calling the fight and they were doing the weights and everything, I was like, I don't know if like I understand him coming slightly overweight against what's supposed to be Dubois or in the Borgacoli. I can get there, but against Fabio Wardley, I think he's cutting his own mobility short
Yeah,
by doing that.
absolutely. Yep.
And he definitely blew it. He said it himself on the Ariel. I just saw the Ariel Hawani interview, and
Oh, I don't have
uh,
to watch that.
as usual, I disagree with like 80% at least of what Ariel Hawani says. But he did bring up some pretty good points, and Parker said it. Listen, I know that my performance wasn't good, but so do you want to see Caballel versus Dubois more than you want to see Parker versus Dubois?
Oh wow. Yeah, I think maybe when I came, you might have been saying that. I'm not opposed to that because, like you said, you did just say that both of them took the losses, so and they
Exactly.
were supposed to fight anyway. But the only thing that's just kind of jacked up, well, I guess they both blew their chances. Come to think of it,
Yeah.
yeah, man, I'm not opposed to that. Dubois blew undisputed, and yeah, so did Parker in essence, and he lost his interim. That sucks. But
Parker blew the Usyk fight, so um, the I mean it make the problem is a lot of things kind of make sense. Like if Wardley and Usyk is next, that kind of makes sense too, low key. You know, not for nothing. Do I think
yeah,
Wardley
I
stands?
still don't like that. You
I
know
don't
what
like
it
that
is?
either.
I'm not a fan of Wardley like that. I mean, Saturday night he impressed me because I felt like he actually was on his game. I mean, he lost a little steam, but like he was boxing in there. He was punching the body. He was
Yes,
countering. I was like, oh, okay, wait a minute. Maybe Fabio he's getting better at boxing a little bit,
right.
Ah, interesting stuff. I don't know,
Because
irony. Like you said, a lot of possibilities, man.
Because I mean, when I was starting, I went through the whole sequence of the stoppage. Right. Let's get into the actual sequence, and if you want me to share my screen, I'll happily do it.
That's
But
fine. I watched it a few times again today because people have this narrative that I don't agree with.
yeah, you're talking about the whole thing of well, Fabio's from the UK, Parker's not. They set him up. No.
No,
Oh, okay.
just the fact that they said that it felt like it was a bad stoppage, and I'm like, I'm not against it. I wasn't against it. I'm not gonna say it wasn't a bad stoppage. Maybe a standing eight would have been great, but that wasn't there. So he did not look good to me. And then I just take into totality all that happened in the fight, the second round, the 10th round, right before he got,
Right.
yeah,
Right. Exactly. Literally
a
got
lot
saved
of,
by the bell, bro. You basically got saved by
yeah.
the bell. So
Some people are like, I mean, it's always that extreme. Some people are saying, he only got robbed. No, he definitely didn't get robbed.
nah, no. And I'm not so sure he was winning the fight before either. I had it 5-5 coming into the 11.
I had him a little ahead, even though,
Okay.
again, I felt like he had lost some steam throughout the fight. And again, I'm just sitting there looking at his weight like, dude, if you were 240, this probably wouldn't have been an issue. You were
Exactly.
supposed to outbox Fabio, no question asked. Now, the danger was still there for Fabio to punch, but man, I think he
Exactly.
blew that. He blew it.
He blew it for real because not for nothing, I was so disappointed. I mean, listen, everybody has a bad night in the office and this and that, but to be honest, I mean, this is a fight that I felt he should have won, you know?
Absolutely, because
And
of what was on the other side of it, there was no reason for him. And I even said Andy Lee. I put him to blame too, because there's no reason why they should have came in overweight. Um, I thought maybe it's for to cushion some of the blows, but
yeah,
no, you need a mobility man.
yes. Especially, I mean, it depends, right? But definitely in this case, it showed in the fight. I mean, I was thinking it, you were thinking it, but on top of all of that, it showed in the fight. Like all of those, when he pinned you on the ropes, you would be able to get out of that much quicker and much swiftly
Right?
if if you had 20 pounds less than you did. So um,
You can go ahead and show it
yeah,
for sure. I'm definitely not opposed to that. Film, 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 film. Burn pictures, whatever. Yeah.
now if Parker versus Wardley 2 doesn't happen, and Parker, let's say that Wardley does something else. Let's say Wardley does Itama or something like that, and let's say that Caballel and Dubois are going to fight. What does Parker? What makes sense for Parker, in your opinion?
Man, if you do that, I don't know. I
Because I'm
really
thinking,
don't know where he goes.
I got a couple of names. So I got a Makhmudov. It's a possibility for me. Um,
Man,
just to
not a,
get your hand raised. Just
yeah,
to
yeah,
get
go
your
ahead,
hand
go
raised.
ahead. I'm not excited, but go ahead. Well, that's yeah, okay.
Guido
Mm.
Vianello is another option for me, but the one that I really want to see is either one of the two, either Bacoli or a Jagba. And in my opinion, they should run it back because that was a draw.
They definitely need to run it back. I thought they were running it back.
I heard there were some talks about Bacoli versus AJ over in Africa. I don't know how that went down, but
I don't want to see that.
you're not interested in that?
Bacole and AJ.
Yeah.
I was thinking FA and AJ, but I guess either one actually I would take. Um, and then who did you say before that one?
Bacoli, a Jagba, and
Oh,
who
you
was the
said
other one?
Guido. That's the one
Yeah,
that piqued my interest. Guido
Guido or
Vianello.
Frank Sanchez.
Is he? How's
Guido
my
or
name?
Frank Sanchez. One of the two would
Oh,
be.
oh, oh. When is Caballero still Frank's last fight?
Say that again.
Was that Geek Caballero still Frank Sanchez's last fight?
I don't think so. Give me a second. I
Okay, I'm
think
gonna say I'm gonna
he.
look myself because man,
Uh,
I can't remember the last time I seen Frank.
I understand he was injured and everything, but I do believe he got a win.
Oh yeah, he fought early this year.
Yeah, Ramon Olivas. Okay.
Never
Ramon
heard of
Olivas.
that guy.
Nah, me neither.
Oh
He was
wow, well
18,
that's why.
18 and 24. So yeah,
Yeah,
18 and
that's
24.
why.
A bounce back win. You know that you need those sometimes. Just to get your confidence back and what have you.
I think I heard about that now that I think so.
I
Well,
mean, maybe Richard Torres. Maybe. What do you think of that one?
Torres versus Parker.
Yeah.
Wow, I never would even mix them two because again, it's like kind of like the guys over in the UK, and I consider that Parker, even though he's Australian, part of that group. It's like they
Yeah,
don't really want to mix it up, but we need that.
for sure.
And these young American fighters like Torres need that. If Jared Anderson would have gotten his stuff together, man, these would be good fights.
Absolutely.
Um, Torres, I'm not against that one either. Or Torres and Toma, I still want that.
Torres and Atama makes a lot of sense. And since we're talking about possible opponents, what about Atama? I mean, we got Torres. To me, he should fight Hergovich. That to me is the logical opponent next for Atama.
Hergovic.
They fought on the same night.
Yeah, I know, and I think that night I actually said I'd like to see that because I sure don't agree with that gentleman saying earlier about the Atomas already gotten through the gate. It's like how fighting Dillian? No, 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 no. He needs to still prove something because has these
Yeah,
fights went past 3 rounds?
right. I mean, like, I mean, I'm like stuck between a rock and a hard place with Atama because on one end, I do love what I'm seeing. Okay, so
Yeah, yeah, I do too. But I
yeah,
don't trust that no more.
but on the other end, I don't want them to run this kid to the ground, bro. I don't think he's ready for. To be honest with you, I wouldn't put him in with Parker just yet. I would do Torres, or I would do Hergovich, and if none of those are on the table, send in, I don't know, Foley, Adelaide, freaking somebody like that. Because to be honest with you, this ain't this. It's obvious
You would
that
give
this
him Bacoli?
not right now. No.
Oh, I thought you said Bacoli. Oh, you said Okoli.
Oh, Coley. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Coley.
yeah. I'm not. Yeah, Okoli. I would have said Fabio before he just beat Parker, to be honest. Um, with the Toma.
Um, yeah, I can get there, but
Not yet.
Not right away. Not right away. Give me one first. I just gotta be sure. I just gotta be sure. You know.
So you do
Um,
have that much esteem then for Fabio? Yeah.
not not. That's a good question. Not really. I mean, I just. I mean, level
Just
of
not
opposite.
yet. He's not that
Yeah.
level yet. What
Yeah.
about Big Phrase, who he fought, and they both fought twice.
Say that again.
Big Phrase and the Toma.
I'm sorry. Who were you talking about?
Frazier,
Oh,
who
Fraser Clark. Fraser Clark.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Clark. Is it Frazier Clark? Yeah, Frazier Clark. Big Phrase and Toma. Still not yet.
Interesting. That's interesting. I think Fraser Clark is gonna fight TKV if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he is.
That got postponed, but if he
And
wins, yeah, send him in. Why not?
he's only got, 8, 9 fights, something like that. So I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. I just want to make sure that it is a step in the proper direction.
Right, right.
Because as much as I think that he's not ready for the big dogs, I also don't want him to keep fighting guys that are beneath him, quote unquote. Like that's why I'm so high on the Hergovich fight. I think they're both on the same. Hergovich is in a kind of like in a mini resurgence, so to speak, you know, after the
Hmm.
Benoit debacle. So,
Yeah. Oh, I was about to say somebody heard of me. Oh, yeah, I'm not opposed to because I did say that the night that they last fought. I said that they should be next together. But even with that, sometimes I still feel like even Hergovic has way more experience than the Fatoma, and I don't know. I, I don't know. I don't like how they're moving him, though. I will say that for sure.
let me ask you this: you are Moses Thomas' advisor. Um, you
Shit.
have Hergovich, you have Richard Torres, and you have Wardley on the table. Both, all three of them. Who are you picking?
Hergovic, Torres, and who's the third?
And Wardley, Fabio Wardley.
Torres, because they're both pretty much fakes. I would do that. And I know that Torres is gonna go all out. And I think Wardley would too, but I feel like he's a little bit beyond. Hergovic, I wouldn't be opposed to that one, but I'm gonna pick Torres for sure.
Interesting.
Plus the style, because like I say, Torres kind of just goes all out. So I know he's not just gonna go in there and let that man. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll go for it. He'll go. Okay, so I see where you're coming from, right?
Mm.
Lottery Burden Show in the house. How you doing, sir? God bless. Always good to see you. We're talking about the heavyweight division more than anything. Possible opponents for Moses Tama, Parker. What do we do with Fabio, etc. I see where you're coming from, Shawa. So you're saying that that will be like a true test. Yeah, I think so too.
Um, it's really hard with this kid though to say that would be a true test for him. But you know what? It would give us a gauge on just how good because the guys he's been fighting, I totally am not impressed with it. But here we have a younger guy with the pedigree. Yeah, man, he is Oscar, but barely, barely. He says it, but we have not. He's not shown it. He says he's still around. Because otherwise, I would love that. I would love that. If
Anderson versus Tama.
if we could count on Jared, man,
Yeah, that's a big if, though.
yeah, it was a fit.
What sucks, the bad part about it. I actually think he can make some noise because he is talented. That's the bad part about it.
That's the bad part. It's not dependable. Who would you pick out of those three? That you know?
Honestly, I was thinking about Hergovich, but now I
I feel
think
like
that. I think you might be right on Torres, though. I don't know. I think Hergovich is a pretty good fight. I think there's no bad choice between the two of them. You can pretty much flip a coin. Okay.
True that.
Um,
I
we
just
have
need
somebody.
The Americans, to start mixing it up in the UK. Like I would need that.
Yeah. God knows what Brady Anderson's going to do. We have somebody here. EC. How you doing?
How's it going?
Good.
Howdy.
Welcome.
Thank you, thank you. I just seen that you were talking about like boxing and UFC, and I've have opinion on the recent. Did you watch the recent Tom Aspinall fight
Yes.
with the eye poke? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to see if maybe you agree or disagree, whatever. I just want to see your opinion. So I look over at the poking, and then him afterwards getting poked on the eye. So like the finger that seems to go the deepest in either of the two eyes is if you're looking at him, it's his left eye. But at the end, he's holding his right eye as if that's the one that's in more pain. And I feel like the whole thing was just like a way to avoid the fight in total. Instead, like I don't think it was as bad as he's making it out to be. Is basically what I'm trying to say.
I think you got some good points. I definitely you're right about the left eye. Like watching the replay in super slow mo and everything. Definitely the finger that goes into Tom's left eye is the one that goes the deepest. So I'm with you there. I don't know if I agree with the that he used this as a quote unquote excuse to not keep the fight going. Now I do agree Cyril Gane was winning. Cyril Gane was winning. Okay, I'll agree to that. But
Yeah, kind
I
of
don't
making
think
him
so.
fight in ways he never really had to, right? Like
Yeah,
he was kind of at. I feel like Cyril Gane was at the top of his game. You know what I mean?
for sure. And I was very impressed when he stuffed the takedown too. That's one of the things that impressed me the most because we all saw what John Jones did to him, and not for nothing, Ngannou took him down a bunch of times too.
Right.
You know, so he has a track record of getting taken down easily. And so that was a pleasant surprise. And he was hitting him with a bunch of oblique kicks. Because Gane, I said, not for nothing, I said before the fight when I was giving my predictions, I said, if I'm Tom Aspinall, I'm not standing up with Cyril Gane, bro. Cyril Gane is too tricky. His mobility is too good. He can switch stances right in front of you. You know, he has awkward angles as far as his knees and his punches and everything. So he is very tough on the feet. So I thought Thomas. Anyway, I'm sorry. Your question was about the eye poke. I'm sorry. I'm going on
That's
and on
fine. That's
about
fine.
the fight, but I agree with some points, but I have a very hard time believing that he wasn't that hurt and he just said, you know what, f this. Um, I have a hard time. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just having a hard time because he waited for John Jones for so long. He was aching to get in that cage, and then this happened. But on the other side, you got to look at this, brother. Like, would you continue a fight with a bad vision, especially at that? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's true. Like if it was like affecting his vision completely, I could understand like you wouldn't want to continue the fight. It's just for me when I looked at it, it looked to me like he was holding his eye to make it more than what it was because he's holding the eye that didn't get poked as hard. You know what I mean? And then
Yes,
like again, I'm not for allowing eye gouging in UFC. That shouldn't be allowed, of course. But I just feel like this is a heavyweight main event, and to just completely stop the fight over that, I don't know if that was the right call.
yes. I know. I feel. I share your frustration, bro. I was saying some expletives when they stopped the fight and everything. So, I mean, it was as anticlimactic an ending as you will ever find.
Right,
Because this was the fight that was going to show if Tom is really that dude. And by that dude, I mean John Jones, Alex Pereira, all the big
right.
fights that they were
One
lining
of the
up for
big
him.
boys. Yeah,
Exactly. So, um, I mean, you gotta remember one thing too. Like, obviously, it wasn't as bad as Leon Edwards versus Bilal Muhammad one. No eye poke I've seen as bad as that one. That was really scary. Bilal was
right.
bleeding out of his eye. It was
Mm-hmm.
bro.
Yeah,
He's a
like that's obvious. Like, yeah, stop
yeah,
that.
yeah. Like that, I can't even imagine the pain that that man was in. But with that being said, honestly, bro, we're looking at this from the outside looking in. There's no way that I can, for sure, that the left eye seemed to be the one that the finger went more inside of. But it's not really my place to say, that wasn't that bad. You know, it was really not my place because the eye is nothing to play with, bro. It's not like you can do a lot of things to the eye to make it fun. You know, uh,
Yeah, you're right. It is like one of the weaker organs we have is our eyes. Yeah,
and I think we're just frustrated. It's frustration.
that's true too. Yeah, it is a frustrating thing. Like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Get called like that, and it seemed like it got called really quickly too. You know what I mean? Like the referee just made the call.
Yes, I mean, well, to be fair, it seemed like Tom was saying over and over and over again that he can't see.
Hmm.
So I understand. I think it was Herzog or the referee, and so I understand it from that standpoint. It just sucks, bro. It's just the things that happen in this sport that just, bro, it sucks, bro. It sucks every time because you want to see which one is the best. Now we finally
Right.
get it, and then this happens. So I mean, now what do we do? Do we do the rematch? God knows what's going to happen with Tom Aspinall now, as far as surgery, whatever the case may be, to that eye. So, meanwhile, what do we do with Cyril Gahn? What do we do with the White House guard? What do we do with it's a lot of questions, and
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
and us as fans, I was so looking forward to that fight, and I can tell you was as well. So it's just
Did
some.
you think it was gonna be Tom Aspinall in the end, or
I thought it was a. I thought if Tom Aspinall was going to win, he was going to have to utilize his grappling. Though I was, I had a hard time seeing Tom Aspinall winning this on the striking. To be honest, and I know that he's coming
same?
off of the Pavlovich and the Blades, and he's coming off of great striking wins. But this guy, he's probably the best striker in the division, if we're honest here, right?
And
So
like the fact he's so big and can move so fast, and like he's just like this solid muscle that just with speed, that's crazy.
exactly.
Yeah, I don't know who would have won. To be honest, like the way I kind of have my, I would hope I wanted Tom to win, but I don't know. I think Sorogan would have taken it.
You had Cyril, like your final prediction was gone for the win.
Yeah,
Okay. Did
yeah.
you saw a stoppage in there, or what do you
I
think?
I th- I thought it was gonna go all the rounds, and he would have won by uh, decision.
Okay. Okay, I can see that happening for sure. Because here's the thing: this is the type of fight where I can see a clear path for each man to win. Like I can see Cyril Gahn outclassing him standing up, and I can see Tom Aspinall catching one of those kicks, taking him to the ground, and submitting him. Like I can see all of that playing out. So it was hard for me to give. I'm rooting for Tom Aspinall because Tom's my guy, but I ain't got nothing against Cyril Gahn. Your only losses were Francis Ngannou and John Jones, bro. There's no shame in that. Now he got massacred by John Jones, but nevertheless, bro, it's John Jones.
Right, John Jones is a monster. He's a different type of monster.
Right. Like ain't nobody, and Francis was decapitating people back then. Everybody knows it. So like none there's no shame now. Granted, Tai Tuivasa came real close. Okay, I will give him that. Like that Tai Tuivasa fight was closer than it should have been, in my opinion. But things happen, bro. You get clipped here and there. It happens. But yeah, I was
Yeah,
pissed, bro. Then to conclude it, I was pissed. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
yeah. I know quite a few people that were pissed about it. 100%. But
What do you?
I just wanted to come ask your opinion because I seen you were doing a UFC and boxing talk. Actually, one more question before I go. Who do you think, if you had to, put them against each other in their prime? You have Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali in both their primes. Who do you think's taking that fight?
Tough question, bro. Great question. Because the Prime Ali, the Cleveland Williams Ali, was pretty much a video game character. He was so good, and I don't think anybody beats Prime Mike Tyson, to be honest with you. So, man, you're putting me on the spot here. I love it, man. Like, damn. Like, I mean, I would say if I gotta pick one, I'm gonna get jumped for this, but I'm gonna say Tyson just because I don't think anybody beats that man in his prime. You know.
Same. That's
Um,
exactly what I'm saying. I just think he was just too
Ooh,
hungry of a boxer to beat him.
yeah, yeah, he was built like a brick house, bro.
Right.
Like, come on.
And
Oh
people
no,
used to
I,
talk about like what his punches felt like, and like you don't want to
Yeah,
get hit by that guy.
nah, bro. No, especially the left hook. No, no, I'll pass. Thank you.
I don't follow UFC, but I would have Mike. If we're talking prime for prime, Mike was a dog.
Mike
Based.
Tyson too. Awesome.
Yeah, actually, because I just it brings me to Joe Frazier, Ali one, and it's not the same fight, but it's that same fervor. So yeah, I get it.
Right. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I'd pick Mike Tyson too. He's just too much of a monster. But yeah, it was great. Great talking with you guys, and
You
I'll
too,
definitely
brother.
subscribe and make sure I come by again.
I
'Cause
appreciate you.
it's-
Listen, I also rock with BKFC sometimes and WWE sometimes, but
okay,
mainly it's boxing and MMA. You know.
okay, awesome.
Appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate you guys as well. You guys have a great night. God bless.
You as well, brother. Appreciate you. That was my guy, Easy, coming up. Great conversation. Great first time, so it was awesome. I loved it. Go ahead, Shower.
With what were we talking about? The
Um,
heavyweights.
we were going through the heavyweights and
Yeah, that was
um,
it. We left off on Hergovic. I think Oscar was
yeah,
saying Hergovic is good, but Anderson. No, I don't really think Hergovic. I don't like Hergovic has actually gotten better under Abel to me, but I think we're still have to see some growth with that. But no, I think Jared Anderson could have beat Hergovic. To be honest.
I mean, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, right? I want to give him the benefit of the doubt because, like I said, the kid is talented. Of that, I am sure. The problem is, and he says, and it sucks to say this, man, but he's the perfect example of how you can have all the talent in the world if what's between your ears ain't clicking, you ain't going anywhere. You know,
Yeah.
sucks to say, but I have to. You know,
Well, yeah, he's not dependable enough. It is what it is. But I will say this: he's still young. He can still come back. I would love to see something from Garrett, and hopefully we'll see. We know
you know.
Hergovic's gonna be in the game, so
You too have a great night, brother. Great to meet you. Awesome stuff. Since we're on the Anderson topic, if he is, because I believe that he is. Hang on a second. I'm confusing him with Big Baby Miller, bro. I was saying that he was in talks to fight Wilder. Look at me. I'm sorry. He's not in talks for anything. Have you heard anything about Anderson?
no. The last thing I heard is that he was saying that with Oscar basically saying that he's not out. Like, but then trying to think, but then I want to say immediately thereafter I heard that he's not really trying to fight still. So it's like, what you doing, dude?
So let me ask you this: Would you still be interested in seeing the battle of the big babies?
Yeah, I would. I would.
I do too. I'm not gonna lie. The build up alone is gonna be worth the money. To be honest with
Yeah, the Miller's mouth, and
you. Yeah,
when Jared would step outside of his shell a little bit, yeah, he can talk a little smack too. But who's the real big baby? and
exactly.
if Jared can handle Miller like Dubois did, man, yeah, let's see that. Let's see it.
Exactly. Like because you got to remember they got some beef anyway.
Yeah, I don't know necessarily. I remember it, but I don't remember it. You know what I mean? I
It was
remember.
in the it was on the night that they were both on the I think Anderson fought Bacoli and Miller fought Ruiz.
Mm. Oh, yeah, yeah. That was what, year before last?
I
Yeah.
remember because it was in the it was on, how do you say this in English? It was in the open, out in the open.
Yeah, it was the summer before last. Because
Yeah.
that's the same where Hot Rod fought Morrell and Andy Cruz fought Moran. Yeah, because it was hot as hell at the time. I was like, why do they have to fight outside? And it's 100 degrees outside. Yeah, I definitely remember that. Because, matter of fact, Anderson Bacoli was the first fight of the card.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie that, but here's the question: do you do that straight up if you're Anderson, or do you want to get somebody before that?
You definitely get somebody before.
For sure, yeah.
But I mean, at this rate, when's the last time Big Baby fought?
Oh man, it's been a minute. Give me a second.
Please don't say it was Triple
Anderson.
D, because he might want some work too.
It's been a minute. It might be. Give me a second. Here it is. Jared Anderson, Marius, Marius Colias over in February. That was a win. This guy was 12-3. Okay, I mean it's a W. It's a W. So he fought this year. Okay, okay. Didn't even know. Um, I mean, I know Big Baby Miller's in talks with Chisora, I think, and also with Wilder, and he's got real beef with Wilder. I think he mentioned a relative or some shit.
I thought Wilder said nah because of all that went on with their beef, that he was basically like, no. Did you know it was over Telly and
Yeah.
Wilder has been through a lot with that woman, and now he's done. I don't know that he wants to revisit that crap because that's what they were beefing about. Plus, I just still think Wilder is he's building his way back for sure. I know that last fight he had, that's what he was saying. My brother's in his camp. My little brother's in his camp, so he was supposed to be fighting in South Korea. Excuse me, everybody fighting North Korea. That changed. Um, he said he don't know what happened with that fight, so I'm curious. But he was supposed to be building that, not just jumping into, I guess, a fight that we would want to see kind of deal.
Okay.
Yeah, he just figured out his arm. Something was wrong with his arm, and that's healed. And I don't know if you saw his last fight. Like he was trying to box, not just depending on throwing the dang right hand and backing up. So
I'm sorry. Who are you referring to right now?
Wilder,
Anderson or
Wilder.
Wilder? Yes. The
Yeah, he's
Terrell
working
Herndon.
his way
I
back.
saw the Tyrell Herndon fight. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to there, and yeah, that was a horrible card. It was
And
good to see Wilder.
yeah, it was good to see him, but yeah, you're right. And I mean, that's another thing. Like, what do we do? I keep saying, bring in Francis Ngannou. If the real answer for Wilder is retire, everybody knows that, but he is
Oh
going to.
yeah, but see that's the thing. And I know at the end of the day he's not going to, because he's a man who likes to fight, and I guess he feels like he has something to prove. So at the end of the day, it's just like everybody's just kind of like, he's gonna do what he's gonna do, and they're
Right.
not gonna stop him. So you're figuring we might as well be of aid to him and try to help him do what
Yeah,
he
I'm
basically.
trying to find the better matchups for him. Because I don't want him to get Zile Zhang again. You know,
No,
and
and matter of fact, I think if he fights somebody, it probably, like I said, it probably won't be anybody we recognize. Because I don't know what heavyweight is in South Korea that he was supposed to fight. That's why I was like, who's this
yeah, me
dude?
neither. Me neither, to be
Yeah,
honest
I
with
was like, I ain't never heard of no South Korean heavyweight. And that's my little brother was like, well, there is one, and I was like, okay.
I don't think I've ever. Okay, I could be wrong about this, but I don't think I've ever even seen a heavyweight Asian until Zile Zhang.
Um, no,
I
I
could be
guess
wrong.
no. I guess it depends.
Yeah, I could be wrong. Somebody must have
Uh,
popped up here and there.
yeah, because here's my thing. Okay, when you looking like with Bivon's not a heavy, but he appears to be Asiatic. You know what I mean? He appears to be Asian, even in that Eastern Russia. See a
Right,
lot of
right.
Asian looking people, right? I think
Yeah,
Abdullah.
especially in the Kazakhstan side, the Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan,
Yeah,
because they're very basically in between. You know.
yeah, but I guess they still would be considered Eastern European. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they have Asian traits, but Asia, as it is, it's because I look at where they compete. For example, in the soccer or in the basketball, do they compete in Europe or they compete in Asia? And for what I
Yeah,
see, they compete in Europe.
yeah, so I don't know. I mean, surely there's probably another one out there. We just don't know. But
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, what do you? Because all I hear from Wilder is two possible choices. One of them is Ngannou, and the other is Andy Ruiz. If those are the two
yeah,
options, who do you think is best? I
still
think
want Ruiz. Still want Ruiz. But again, do I want him right now? I need to see Wilder in a step up from what we last saw to figure out if I do. Because Herndon was just really him coming back, and we know what he was looking like right
right.
before. So I'd still say another. Like I said, if he's building back, definitely let him have a fight or two.
Yeah, another two
Because
more.
I definitely don't want to see Wilder going out like he had been.
Yeah, that was a bad scene, to be honest with you. Because
Yeah, and I don't know why. Yeah, I do. Because Eddie's a turd. I was gonna say I don't know why Eddie put him up against Zhang. Let
oh, he's
freaking
fighting
AJ
Zile
fight him.
Zhang again.
No, no, no,
Ooh.
no, no. I meant back then. I don't know why he
Oh,
did
okay.
that then. Because he was already you know, he saw what happened with Fury too. So
We agree. We agree, Lottery
yeah.
Burton.
So
He is
why would
done.
they throw him in there?
Uh, I was about to ask you because if you recall, the Miller Ruiz fight ended in a draw. I thought Miller won, but it ended in a draw. Do you want to see that again?
I don't want to see it again. I had Miller edging that. I thought Miller edged it, but and Ruiz has been out so long, so but Ruiz didn't have any
Yeah.
issues with getting like beat up, so that's why I say Wilder's definitely done for us, but in his own mind and his own spirit, he's gonna do what he's gonna do. So again, it's we just supporting him, but I I think he needs a couple of fights just again to prove that he's actually gonna do more than just get in there and throw the dang right hand and that's all, and back up and throw the right. We need to see it before I want him to fight a Ruiz or shoot anybody dangerous because Ruiz can be dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah, that could
Yes.
be a
He got
dangerous
the
fight
hand
for him.
speed. He got especially the fat Ruiz. The slim Ruiz, not so much. The fat Ruiz is really dangerous.
Man, yeah.
AJ knows all about that one.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, we talked about that, Laurie. We just talked about that a couple of minutes ago, Laurie Burton. Like the battle of the big babies. I wouldn't mind seeing it, bro, low key. But we agree that it probably shouldn't be straight up for Anderson, though. We probably should get one more before that one, you know. But yeah, I would love to see it, and so does Shawa. And what do you want to see it, Laurie Burton? Um, which brings me to the elefante in the room, which is I think I might have asked you this before on your live, but nevertheless, do you still would you be interested in still seeing Fury versus AJ?
I think I said yeah. I mean, I've never
Okay.
been a big supporter of either, especially Funky Fury. But yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I think it just bothers me that Fury goes in and out, retire, and then he's back. And as far as I
Right.
know, I thought he said again he's not coming back.
After doing a whole rant of how he won the Usyk fights and blah blah blah. Um,
Yeah, I think he was a piss poor sport after the like you got beat, dude. Like I just don't like you. He's entertaining, he's funny sometimes, but I think he's a turd.
I think
But
there's
yeah,
two
I would
sides
watch
to
it.
him.
Hmm?
Yeah, I'll definitely watch it too. Yeah, I think it's two sides to him. I think it's there's the Tyson Fury that can make a whole room full of people laugh. That's one side of it, and the other side of him is that I think he can't help himself. He's just trying to. When you were the guy, sometimes it's kind of hard to accept that you're no longer that guy. I agree, Lottery. I agree. I think Fury will beat AJ. Anytime they fought Fury, I think Fury beats AJ. But
I think
it will
so.
be an
I
interesting
could
fight.
see
You
that.
think so
Mhm.
too? Okay.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
And bro, that what bigger fight there in boxing? I mean, at least in UK boxing, you know,
Oh, in UK, yeah, none.
for
Point
sure.
blank,
Like,
none.
um,
No. I mean, Usyk is a Ukrainian, and nobody's again really clamoring. I don't think for him and Wardley, man. Of
yeah.
course, we're gonna watch it, but it's like,
Nah, Fury would play with Bobby Wardley, not for nothing. That's the easiest fight ever, in my opinion. That's just me. I mean, obviously Wardley got a right
oh,
hand.
Fury would play with Wardley. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
talking about Usyk Wardley that you got coming. I'm like, I'm not really. I'm gonna watch it, but I feel like I didn't ask for this. I thought I was really. I guess I was really expecting Parker Usyk. Really is what it was. But at the end of the day, the fight that I absolutely want is Aggie and Usyk because you know why.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Caballero and
Versus
Usyk is
Usyk.
what I really want.
Ooh.
I said, and you know why.
Yes. Yes.
But I don't think we'll ever get it, so I won't really like set my heart out for that.
I think you're right. Unfortunately, I was just about to say that I see that very hard to come to fruition, the and it sucks for Caballero. But I want to ask you something about Caballero, and I'm gonna ask this to the doctor next time on his panel because I'm thinking, right? People are discounting, well, not maybe not discounting, but downplaying Parker's win over Zhang because everybody knows he runs out of gas, right? And
Mm.
he plus he got dropped twice. So okay, he got dropped twice. I'll give you that one. But is that not Caballero's best win?
Mm, yeah, well, wait a minute. Let me look here. Frank? Is that what you say, Frank? Frank Sanchez?
The no, I said like people. I don't know if it is you, but some people are like downplaying a little bit Parker's win over Zile Zhang because
Oh,
yeah,
Parker.
he got dropped twice, but Zhang is up in his 40s. He runs out of gas. But my thing is that not Caballero's best win?
Oh, wait a minute, but that's why you're confusing me. Caballero beating who is his best friend?
Zhang,
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, it is. No question. That's not even a question.
because he's coming. He got popping first with Frank Sanchez and then Makhmudov, right?
Yeah.
And after,
Hold on, my pressure cooker is accidentally beeping over here.
and he did get dropped in that fight, but yeah, he pretty much whooped Zhang's ass. So Lottery Burton, what do you think about this, Shawa? Lottery Burton is saying Torres versus Caballero. What do you think of that? Torres versus Caballero. I
Yeah,
didn't
wait a
even think
minute. Hold
about
on.
that
Let's go
matchup.
see my pressure cooker is on the blink. I have to go unplug it.
Actually, let me get some water. Give me a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Be right back, Lottery.
Okay. I think I heard him say Burton though.
Yeah, yeah. The lottery burden was the. Let me show the message on the screen. There it is. Torres versus Caballero. It's a possible
Oh,
match.
Torres versus Caballero.
Yeah, interesting. What do you think about that?
Again, there's no question for me. I got Caballero over everybody. Everybody. You name them. You name them. As far as right now, because we do have some prospects that are coming in, which of course have to make their way. But I have Agate over everybody. I think that guy's special. I think Justice Hooney, after losing to Wardley, I think we might see something in him going forward too. He has the pedigree, but if he can learn from what happened to him and learn how to, have some better defense with chin is, I think we're gonna see some good stuff from Justice as well. That fight would be fire. I I want I told you that I want Usyk Caballero, but I think Usyk won't do that because again, like Caballero is just special to me because of the attention that he pays to the body work he does. Like he totally understands putting some dang water in the basement and working level, working back up top. But he comes out the box working the body. He did get dropped by Zhang though, but Zhang's a big ass dude. Torres though, I don't really like Torres so much. Like I respect the guy. I just think he's gonna run into somebody soon. I really do.
Okay, sorry about that. We are back. Let's see what we got cooking on the chat. Pretty much, you're gonna say Caballero, right? Caballero.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
got
yeah, yeah.
Caballero
I
too.
answered that. I told him. I said Usyk. I know he's not a joke, man. I know lottery. But that's what I was saying. I said nobody really puts attention to body work like Caballero does. That's why I'm really, really high on him, and I think he could definitely be number one. He has good defense. He has good feet. Um, Clearly, he has some power, but he don't have to show it. You know what I mean?
He got
And
stamina too, for what
he
I
got
see.
great stamina. And you know what was so crazy is his body, the shape his body's in. When I first saw him, I was like, "Oh, this guy's a little chubby." No, this dude got a tank. I was like, "I like this dude."
Yes,
And he's actually slimmed a little bit. He's still, but I like fighters like that have some. They have a good tank, but they actually have some meat to them. Or my husband always says he says a layer. He says a thin layer of fat. Body fat. Look, a thin layer. Because you think about the fighters of old, they weren't all ripped up to,
yeah,
they all had a good, strong physique, but it wasn't all these muscles that everybody's running around with nowadays.
exactly, exactly. No, we know who you're referring to, Lottery.
Torres,
Don't worry
I
about it.
know, I call him
Um,
something else, but I know exactly what it's
do you think he's a monster though, Shaw? I don't know. I don't
Nope,
know if he's a monster.
nope.
Yeah, I'm not so
That's what I
sure.
was saying. As you came back, I was saying I'm not crazy about Torres. I understand that he has the pedigree. But he's wild. Like he still needs to refine his style a little bit. And he just that fight with Guido just totally showed me something. I was like, this dude.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, so what makes you think that, Lottery? Well, what have you seen that maybe we haven't seen? You know, that makes you think that. But I'm not saying he's nothing. Okay, I'm not saying he's a flop. I'm not saying
No,
he's a hype job or anything like that. I'm not going that far for sure. But a monster, to me, Caballero's a monster. To me, in its own right, Zile Sang is a monster. To me, there are people that I can qualify. Bacoli, a monster. But
right?
I don't.
Respectively, yeah.
exactly. But I do. He says. Laurie Burns says, "I do." He comes straight at you with punches and bunches. Yeah, I mean, okay, okay. I mean, okay.
Okay, but when I think about how he does that, again, it's kind of like, which is why I say he needs to refine. It's just kind of wild, wild looping shots. Um, he's quick too, and if I recall correctly, yeah, he's good at like ducking under shots and stuff. But man, what beats all them looping shots, straight ones? I think somebody
Yeah,
could really get in his stuff. And the thing I think why Guido didn't, because I'm using him because I think that was his last fight.
yeah,
Guido was kind of wild too, and he really didn't know what to do with the shorter guy. Torres was getting kind of up in his chest, and Guido didn't know what to do with that. I don't
yeah.
know.
I
Time is gonna
mean,
tell with Torres, but now that Top Rank has a home, I'm hoping to see him soon, very soon.
yeah, yeah. Top Rank finally. Hang on a second. What is
He
it?
fights like Rocky Balboa.
New TV deal. Which one is it? Oh, Sufa. What's where's Top Rank gonna be? Shower.
Was Top Rank is on their own channel. They're on
Oh,
their
okay.
own. They're on Vizio. They're on Tubi. They're on Pluto TV. But on Roku, they're over a year. Top Rank is they were. Remember when the lawsuit came down? So actually, I don't even know if it's over a year. When ESPN was dropping them when it was announced, Top Rank went to Roku and start putting all their classic fights on there. So now, like on the 30th, the Mary Spencer and Michaela Mayer fight, that's gonna be on Top Rank's platforms. They're on for free.
That's coming up on there. It is Thursday.
The
Okay,
30th, yeah.
awesome.
It's paid for my birthday. I was going to do a fight call for that because I had paid Punching Grace because they were having it exclusive and I had bought the subscription. But then Top Rank does this, so I ain't gonna
Laurie
do it.
Burton is saying he fight like Rocky Balboa in real
Yeah,
life.
that was cracking me up. That was cracking me up.
I mean, who do you think? Let me ask you this, Laurie Burton. Who do you think Wilder should fight next? If it's either Ngannou or Andy Ruiz, which one is more favorable to you? I think we can all agree he should retire, but since he ain't doing that, what do you think should happen? Um, so Shawa, let me ask you this: what do you think if you're on Team AJ? What do you think? Coming back of a loss like that against Daniel Dubois, coming off of a very long layoff. I think it's about a year or something like that.
Mm.
Who do you think is a good matchup for him? You know,
Again, I definitely wouldn't be opposed to the what did we just say? The
you would
Fury
do Fury
fight.
straight up after 1 year out of the ring like that. I mean,
Well,
Fury's
Fury
been out
lost.
too.
Fury
Yeah,
lost
Fury's.
twice. He didn't lose the same way though. So you're right. It wasn't bad. Sheesh. I mean, are we looking for a light touch or something? Is that what we're
I
looking
mean,
for?
just getting. I mean, to be fair, I've been very clear. Like, just do it straight up if you're gonna do it, because I've had enough of this. You win here, I win there, we meet up and have that just go down the drain. You know.
I'm trying to think
Um,
the other person that I thought I heard some talks about him and Fury, and then who's the other person? Was it Chisora?
for
Chisora's
AJ,
about to fight somebody, though, right?
yeah, they're trying to. I forgot to ask you about this. They're trying to set up the trilogy between Chisora and Dillian White.
Oh God, nobody wants to see that. I don't.
Me
I
neither.
don't. Jeez, Louise. And to be honest, yeah, if that's the case, Chisora and Dillian can retire. For
For sure.
AJ though, yeah, definitely. Shoot, Fury might be about the only fight. I'd be with him or Parker. but they've already fought. Like I don't know. I don't know what AJ. I'm not. I've never been a fan of AJ. I think I said that. AJ
Nah,
or
me
Fury.
neither.
I've never been a.
Nah, but just playing a little devil's advocate here, just
Yeah,
putting ourselves
you got me
in.
going down the list of heavyweights though, because it's like, man, I don't know, dude.
Pull up the
I don't
rankings
know.
again. Pull up the rankings. So I'm sure
I
I'm
know I am too. I'm like, jeez. You
what
might,
is?
FA Dogba. Is that what? Is that what I
No,
heard?
no,
Yeah,
no. Bacoli. For AJ, that I heard Bacoli. I didn't hear
I
anything
thought I
about
heard
AJ.
something about FA, or is it Bacoli in
Over in Africa.
yeah, in Africa. Who is that? AJ and who?
Bacoli.
Oh, it's Bacoli.
Yeah.
Ah, dang. You know what? I don't know about that one either. I mean, Bacoli took a little knock though from Parker, so they both kind of got knocked out, right?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not opposed to that one either. AJ and Fury or AJ and Bacoli. I'm not opposed to that because
I'm
AJ can fight. Like I'm not gonna play with you.
yeah. AJ. One of the big problems with AJ is yeah, that's right. Chisora was in talks to fight Big Baby Miller as well. I forgot about that, Larry Bird.
Oh my
Appreciate
goodness, you gotta be
that.
shitting.
I don't think it's gonna happen though. I don't think. I think Miller got a much better. They don't even got beef. I mean, obviously they'll manufacture because Chisora can talk too. But mm, uh, the build up will be nice. The fight, not so much. To be honest with
With Chisora and Big Baby.
you. Yeah.
The mouth of the UK and the mouth of the US. I don't know. Like,
Hey, I mean that's a great title. Oh man.
yeah, they both can talk their stuff, man. I think I don't know that nobody tops Big Baby Miller though, but eh. I I really, to be honest, and the people I was talking to earlier, they didn't really like it. I think Chisora should just go ahead and just sit it down. He's like cutting really easy now. It's like his his
Yeah.
face is starting to look like paper. Like his skin.
Yeah. He's taken many ass whoopers
Man, he's
and a
getting
lot of bad
worse.
knockouts. Yeah.
Yes. I'm like, I mean, I'm not opposed to watching him though. I ain't even gonna lie. He's entertaining, but
Yeah, it'd probably be an entertaining fight. I mean, for I mean, to be honest with you, Chisora versus White and Miller versus Anderson to me interests me more than Miller versus Chisora, in
I
my
don't know. I
opinion.
was just sitting here actually thinking of their styles. That might actually got dang be good. Miller and Chisora. The more and more I'm thinking about it, I as much as I don't really want to see Chisora get hurt, um, shoot, that might be a banger actually.
Too louder burn laughing.
Chizora's gonna make any damn fight a banger. And I know Big Baby Miller feels like he has something to prove,
Right.
on his bounce back. So,
Well,
ah,
first of all, he does have a lot to prove. One of those is that he needs to prove that he can pass a freaking blood, drug
oh
test.
man, because that's so yes,
That's
because
at the
that
top of
whole
the
thing
list.
just came up with Hunter again. That he
Yeah.
didn't want to take the test, and it's like, why? What are you doing?
The fact that you're still even in the picture, bro, it's damn near a miracle. To be honest with you.
Yeah, that's actually it. Kind of the people that are considering him, to be honest. Yeah.
And it sucks because to be honest with you, he can make a room full of people die laughing. Like I love the verbal slaughter that he put on AJ. I think AJ is still having nightmares.
Yeah.
He is funny. He's entertaining. He's articulate. He can. Man, he'll put on a show on the
Yeah, he
microphone.
can
But
entertain in the ring. So I'm like, it does suck.
yeah,
Entertain me before the
he
fight and during. It's like,
he had his moments. Not for nothing. I thought he beat I thought he beat Ruiz, and he did have his moments against Dubois. Not for nothing. I know he got stopped, but he did have a few moments here and there. He ain't no chump, but can you piss clean, bro? Excuse my language.
No, no, you're right though. That's why I say it's kind of sad, pitiful, even that he squanders his opportunities. Because
Right.
again, you're somebody who could be in the mix. There's guys like Michael Hunter who've been trying, and I don't know, due to his promotion, his management and stuff. Well, I wouldn't even say he's a manager. It's definitely Don King. And then people like Johnny Rice. Johnny Rice still is in good shape, still sparring, training, just in case he gets a call. Like guys like that want the opportunities they're just trying to give to Jared. I mean, not Jared, Big Baby Miller. And, again, he's just, dude can't even act like he want to
Yeah.
take the drug test. So,
Laurie Burton is trolling right now. I think she saw Shannon Briggs.
hey, man, Shannon Briggs, oh my God, how old is he?
Oh man, at least 45
Oh my, he is still in crazy shape though.
for sure.
This shit is crazy. I seen this video the other day. I was like, dude, what are you on? Wow.
That's another dude that can talk his ass off. I mean, my goodness, how entertaining is Shannon Briggs? I mean,
Shannon
the
Briggs.
verbal terrorism that he put on Vladimir Klitschko and Rampage Jackson was just legendary.
Let's go, champ. Hey, his fist. Have you seen how big his fist is? It's
Errol
like bigger,
Spence?
the size of my head. No, Briggs's
Oh,
fist.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
His fist is like it's bigger than my head probably. Dude has the hugest hands I've seen. Man, Shannon Briggs.
he a legend for sure. Shannon the Cannon Briggs.
Yeah, he's talking about trying to fight Tyson. I was like, Mike Tyson does not need to fight anybody. Let that man be.
No, that's bad news. I just it sucks that the fight against Vladimir never happened. To be honest with you, it sucks from my point of view.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes with fights that don't come to fruition, sometimes. Actually, most times I'm like, you know what? It's. I try to leave it. I just try to leave it. Like even the ones now, the young guys like Devin and Tank, like I just leave it. I leave it.
I mean, uh, I don't know. So, does it interest you to see Wilder back in? I mean, I'm sorry, Shannon Briggs back in the ring.
No, I don't like that. I really don't like the old guys coming back. And I said like even with the women, I definitely don't want to see Layla come back. But as an older woman, I also understand being fed up with the bull. So if it was some beef for Briggs or something, maybe. Other than that, no, no, I don't like when guys are tired and then they be trying to. I maybe because I'm of a certain age, I be worried about people getting hurt. I ain't even lie.
Yeah,
Which 45 ain't bad. It's not, and Andy's a heavyweight. You know what I mean? But
right,
like
right.
Mike Tyson, I didn't want to see. I didn't watch it to be honest. I didn't watch that Jake Paul shit. But I think once the legends retire, just let them be. Like, yeah, they may want money. Dude was already a millionaire though. Just let him
Right.
be.
Not only
And,
that,
and just how it ended with him with his butt out, like it's just mess like that. Yeah, that pissed me off. Stuff like that pissed me off because I feel like you're totally allowing him to be disrespected, and he allowed himself, truthfully. But I just don't like that stuff. Floyd talking about coming back, just chill, dude. Just chill. You've had plenty of exhibitions, man.
Tyson versus Mayweather. Come on, Lord Bird.
Who is that? Who he's talking about fighting lottery? because it is some craziness being said. I'm like, dude, are we serious?
Yeah, they're
I
having
don't want to
some
see him
beef.
fight Roy either. Like, stop it, man.
Exactly. Exactly. For what? I mean, not for nothing. I would say that Pacquiao 2 is the one that at least makes some sort of sense.
That's
You
what I
know?
saw today.
Yeah.
They're apparently Manny and Floyd 2 on Netflix for $300 million. I said,
Okay.
you know what? Why are y'all wasting that money? Not that it's a waste. I mean, people, you know, I'm
Yes, they
done.
are fighting. It says Lottery Bird. Oh boy.
Yeah, man. I'm not excited about it. I'm not. I'm just.
I mean, I'm kind of excited. I'm trying not to say no.
You
That's what
know
I'm
what?
trying to
After
say.
I saw with Barrio how he looked against Barrios, and I feel like Barrios totally did not want to hurt his idol. I do not want to see that shit because put it like this: there, then it was supposed to be he and Rolly, right? Rolly is strong, and absolutely, I think he would have probably murked.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know. I can only imagine Floyd is in better condition a little bit than Manny, in my opinion. So definitely less fights. I think Floyd. I don't know. I think he'll look better. I don't know. I just don't want neither one of them to get hurt. I ain't gonna lie.
Me neither. Me neither. I mean, to be honest with you, like that's why I say once Manny Pacquiao announced his return and that whole thing, I was like, listen, the only fight that realistically makes sense for you to have is Floyd Mayweather to
Floyd.
make it an exhibition if you want to. It doesn't have to go on the record, blah 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 blah. Who cares anyway? But because one of these young dudes are going to get you, bro. Not everybody's going to be touching gloves with you every 2 seconds like Mario Barrios or something like that. Like no, and not for nothing, Rolly got some shot from DSL problems.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, yeah, if had they fought, I don't think the respect would have been there the same way. Or even if it was, Rolly's still super strong in comparison. So I don't know, dude. I just
Lottery Bird was saying Rolly will get outboxed unless he stops Pac-Man. I don't think so,
I don't
Lottery. I
think
think that's
so.
bad news, man. Yeah, Rolly's been improving a lot on the side.
Yeah, Sally's got Rolly looking the way that I like.
Yes.
Only thing that I would say about that fight with Ryan, he didn't throw his hands enough. Rolly, we know Ryan didn't fight back, but Rolly could have actually done a whole lot more damage. But he looked better. He looked more like a boxer than some discombobulated fighter. Like shout out to Sally, man. You got him looking good to me. I'm kind of impressed with that.
I am too, and I'm kind of happy for Rolly because listen, I've always kind of liked him because I love his personality and he can make a room full of people die laughing as well. He's very talented on the microphone. But after the Tank loss and the Pitbull loss and then the Barroso debacle, I mean, his career was pretty much in the toilet. And then he pulls it off against Ryan Garcia. Think about this: if Rolly loses that fight against Ryan Garcia, he's forgotten about.
You think so?
He's
Because he got the fight with Pitbull and the Pitbull knocked him out. Yeah, I
That's
don't
the
know.
thing,
I
like
think fighting Tank gives these guys like a ticket to keep. I mean, maybe it only goes so
well,
far.
yeah, that's true.
Maybe
But
it
yeah,
only goes so far. You might be right in a sense that maybe it only goes so far, but I think people still would watch Rolly.
no, that's true. That's probably true at the end of the day, and I hope that's true. I mean, just think about it. You got stopped by Tank. No, nobody's gonna necessarily hold that against you. I definitely won't. Especially he was doing pretty good early in that fight, but nevertheless, he got stopped by people in a pretty bad way. That was a bad matchup. I called it from the beginning, but the Barroso one is the one that really, and that's not his fault. That's Tony Week's fault. I understand that, but
Yeah,
the Barroso one is the one that they were really holding against him, and then he pulls this off against Ryan. If he loses to Ryan, he's pretty much okay. He's probably not done, but you're never gonna get another shot at this.
right.
So
No,
Uh,
I like the new Rolly, and I'm wishing him the best too. I definitely want to see
he is
him
awkward.
do
I do.
something. Yeah, man. Like it's interesting to me. I guess I see what Lottery's saying, but I'm intrigued. I can't even lie. I'm intrigued.
So let me ask you guys this: both you and Lottery, Rolly versus Mario Barrios, who wins?
Mm, yeah, because again, Mario will fight anybody. Mario can fight. At this point, I mean, okay, I have a theory. If a fighter takes on a new coach, it takes about 3 fights to get acclimated to them and for us to see the fruits of that labor, right?
Yes.
I think he's how many in with Salas now? He's a draw. He might be 2 or 3.
I
I'm
mean,
not sure.
is that out of the picture? No, but I would favor Rolly because I think Rolly's in a better place right now. I don't think Barrios. I think
That's why
Barrios is
I'm
going
asking.
downhill.
If
You know,
he's 3 fights in with Salas, I actually might choose Rolly.
oh,
If it's
three
only
fights.
2 fights with Salas, I would say no. I would give it to Barrios to just outbox him. Yeah,
I
I'm
can
not.
see that happening. You know, Mario's got an interesting jab, not for nothing. You know,
Yeah, you're not a sucker.
with Salas, I'm asking the internet
The
to see if I can
guru, the
advance.
the,
Yeah.
the type of AI. Yeah.
It says three known professional fights:
Mm.
Rafael Salas versus Manuel Jaimes, and
Yeah.
September 2024. Then Pitbull, and then Ryan. Oh,
Uh
okay.
oh. Rolly. I got Rolly then. I got freaking Rolly, dude. Like, that's crazy to say that. But
Yeah, I
that
got.
really is my theory. 3 fighters, 3 fights with a trainer, you usually see the change and, you know, if they're going to get better than they do. So if we're 3, man, yeah, Rolly.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean,
Crazy
it's.
to say.
Am I completely sure? No, because
Me
Barrios
neither.
is. Yeah, like as much as I think Mario Barrios is on a downward spiral, I do think he has the style to beat a Rolly Romero for sure. You know, I can see Barrios winning. I can see that. I just
I
think Rolly.
really can.
Yeah,
But when I think of Rolly's power and the new look, again, it's also incumbent. He has to throw those hands where he really did it so much with Ryan as much as I would like to see. Because he could have destroyed Ryan, I think, especially considering Ryan was not throwing his hands back.
yeah, yeah. You can tell that that left hook really got to him.
Yeah, he put his hands in his pocket.
Uh,
I'm gonna
interesting
get off
fight.
here. I gotta go. It is.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off too. I'm hungry as hell. Appreciate you, sister. You
Thanks
already
for
know.
having me on. I had a good time. And,
Me as well.
you already know. Come on, you can come on in. I go.
Absolutely. You already know. Anytime.
Shout
And
out to Lottery and who's the other gentleman that came in here? UFC man.
oh yeah, Daniel Zan, Daniel Z 2014, new
Yeah,
subscriber.
easy.
Great stuff.
Shout out to you too, Daniel V, if he's still in here. Oscar, I'll be in the chat though, listening until you go out.
Yeah, I'm about to basically do a closing
Oh, okay.
statement. Because I'm hungry as hell. I'm
Me
not gonna
too, and
lie.
it's starving me. Sheesh, thanks for having me.
Appreciate you, sister. God bless. Special thank you to my beloved sister Shawa Laya for pulling up to the panel. Oh, Shawa, by the way, drop in the link of your channel, for anybody in the chat that can follow you, you know. Peace and blessings to you too, Lottery Burden. You already know, brother. You're a moderator and everything, brother. You have a good night also. Peace and blessings to you too. Special thank you to my beloved sister Shawalaya for pulling up. She has a channel. It's a great channel. Make sure you follow her. Shawa, if you will, put up the link to your channel there. I'm going to show it on the screen so we can follow you, subscribe, notification, all that good stuff. Special thank you to my brother, Laudry Burton Show 420. Great man, great brother, follower of the channel, and now moderator extraordinaire. Always putting great stuff in the chat. Special thank you to my new brother, a great first time on the panel, great conversation about the UFC and summer boxing, Mr. Daniel Z 2014. Appreciate the sub, brother. Feel free to drop by anytime, you already know. And special thank you to my brother Oscar Perez, El Carnal from Mexico, uh, showing up. Absolutely. Here's Shawa Layas channel, fellas. Make sure you click that link, subscribe, get notified, and everything. She goes live and she does beautiful breakdowns. I especially recommend you check out her breakdown of the Layla Ali versus Clarissa Shields beef. She did an unbelievable job doing that. Unbelievable job. Congratulations, Shawa. Real good stuff. Um, yeah, that was all she wrote for this one. This was your boy Irony Boxing coming through with my 29th live. My next time, I don't know if I'm gonna go live tomorrow. We'll see about that. Usually oh no, but I mean the way you broke that down and then just showed every side of it and everything that Layla was saying and everything that Clarissa was saying and everything in between. Really great job. Really great job. I vouch for that, and I vouch for Shawala Yes channel. Absolutely. I'm gonna do the greatest comebacks. I'm gonna start with the first group of 10. Next time I go live, a lot of laughing. We'll do the first group of 10. I'm not gonna spoil it just yet. This was my 29th live. God bless every single one of you. I hope you have a great rest of your weeks. See you of your week. See you all soon. Peace out.